Resuming from Sri Harinama Prakaranam, Kridanta prakaranam. So, Sutra 792, Tatha Samartha Paryaye. Likewise, only Tumu is applied when there is a connection with the synonym of the word Samartha. So, we are using the Tumu Pratyaya. So, Samartho, Bhoktum. So, we use this Tumu when we have the word Samartha or any word which is synonymous to the meaning of the word Samartha. So, able to eat, Bhoktum Samartha, right? Chalitum Samartha, Bhoktum Samartha, Paryapta Bhoktum, able to eat, Alam Bhoktum, able to eat, Alam Bhoktum, and so on. Yes, so like that, we use this Tumu Pratyaya. Karmani An Tum Varte. Um, when a karma is the Purva Pada, An is applied after Dhatu in the same sense as Tumu. Right. So when karma is the Purva Pada, like we have, okay, in a word, especially a compound, samasa, we have Purvapada and Uttarapada, right? The first word is called Purvapada, and the latter word is called the Uttarapada. Actually, I was reading samasas, so in samasa also, like there are mainly four kinds of samasas, but we know six kinds of samasas because that Purush is further divided into two more. Uh, so, so in all those six kinds of samasas, so either like let's say for example in Ram Krishna samasa, Ramashcha Krishnashcha, which is Dvandva samasa. So that is Ubhaya Pada Pradhan samas, where both the padas, Purva Pada and the Uttara Pada, both are equally relevant. Pradhan means relevant. So Ubhaya Pada Pradhan, because Ramashcha Krishnashcha, both are subject, both are relevant. Both are the the Visheshya. So that's one thing. Now, second example could be um, the Pitambara Samas, that's the Karmadharya Samas. Karmadharya or Bahuvri? I think that's Bahuvri. Pitambara.
So that first one, that was a dvandva? The first one you mentioned?
Yeah, so first one, Dvandva is Ramakrishna in Harinamamrita. So Ramakrishna
Right,
Samas.
right. Okay.
So there both the padas are equally relevant. So Ubhaya Pad Pradhan. Then if we have the Pitambara Samas, so in Pitambara Samas, actually it's here neither of the padas are Pradhan. It's the Anya Pad Pradhan Samas. Because Pita and Ambara, Pitambara, so we are not directly highlighting or
So that's
focusing
a
on.
bahuvrihi then, right?
Yeah, Bahuvrihi is the
Yeah, because it's referring to something outside.
something else. So Bahuvrihi is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
Nipada Pradhan. So Bahuvrihi or in Harinama Vyakanam it's the Pitambara Samas. So Anya Pada
And in
Pradhan.
English they call it exoteric, um,
Acha,
because
okay.
it's something outside. Yeah.
Right. So that's Anya Pada Pradhan. Then we have others like Karmadharya and so on. So in Abhyay Bhava Samas, we have the Purva Pada Pradhan. In others, we have the Uttara Pada Pradhan. So like that. So there are two padas, Purva Pada and Uttara Pada. So now this sutra says when a karma is the Purva Pada, Arna is applied after Dhatu in the same sense as Tumu. Okay. So, for example, 1 minute. For example, Krishna Sevo Yati. He goes to serve Krishna. So here Krishna is the server, right? The object of the verb of the action, which is to serve. So Krishnam Yukta Sev Shevri Dhatu. So we add an in order to serve, right? In order to serve. The meaning is in order to serve. Tumu arte. So Krishnam save and we add an. So the Vishnu Bhakti of Krishnam goes and then seva. So we get Krishna Seva ityadi. Similarly, Krishnam plus Gai, Krishna Gaya. He goes to praise Krishna and so on. Pradi
Oh, so
Vyavahite.
this is used a lot. Like this is we've been seeing this everywhere then.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Pradi, I mean, not of the same category, but just an example coming through is like Phalada. This is nothing to do with An or Tumu Arte. So Phalam Dadati, Iti Phalada, right? One who gives the. So that's Phala, so that's the karma there. So we have Krishnam here as a karma. So just an example, corresponding example, but we are not having An there. So Phalada. Phalada. Pradi Vyavahite api Krichrad Krichraduri Khal Bhav Karmano. Khal is applied after dhatu in bhavi prayoga and karmani prayoga. When dur, which has the meaning of difficult, is the purva pada, even if pra and so on it means. Okay. Now, in karmani and bhavi prayoga, when dur is the purva pada, the dur as an avyaya is the purva pada, which means difficult. So even if pra or so intervene, we apply khal. Akrichrat arthe ishati saucha. Khal is applied after dhatu in bhave and karmani prayoga when ishat or su, which have the meaning of easy, are the purvapada, even if pra and so on intervene. Upendra labhirnum phal ganor nasudurбhyam anyopendra rahitabhyam. Dulabhash takes nom when it comes after an upendra and khal or ghan follows, but not if the upendra is su or dur, which are devoid of another upendra. So Dulabhash dhatu takes nom when it comes after an upendra and khal or ghan follows. So the examples are dur, pra, lab. So we apply khal and then we also insert a num here. It says num. It takes num when it comes after an upendra and khal is following. So we get dush pralambha. So by further rule, the visarga becomes sh. So we get dush pralambham. But when pra is not there, then we do not apply num. So we just get durlabham. Durlabham manusham janma. You know, like that. Durlabham. Ityadi. Ishat pralab. So Ishat is there, pralab, khal is applied, so we get Ishat pralambha. So here we apply num, su pralambha. But when we do not have pra again, num is not applied. So Ishat labham, pralabham, sulabham, tasya sulabham partha, right? Sulabham is there. And so on. Aramadana khal arthe natu khal. Ana is applied in the same
So
sense.
if we go back, sorry, if we go back to 796, could we do an example where there is the num? Oh, I see. I'm seeing the example. So that's why it became lumbha rather than lub.
Yes, yes. Because num is
Okay.
inserted and then we what was that sutra? Avaishnava Nasyamasya cha Vishnu Chakram Vaishnave. Avishnu Padantasya Nasyamasya cha Vishnu Chakram Vaishnave applied and then Vishnu Chakrasya Hari Venu Vishnu Varge, that one, and then it turns into Mo.
Okay. Okay.
Aramadanaha khalarte na tu khal. Ana is applied in the same sense as khal after dhatus, which end in arama, but khal itself cannot be applied after such dhatus. Okay, so ana is applied in the same sense as khal after dhatus, which end in arama. And khal itself can be applied after such dhatus. So for example, dur plus ya, and ana is there in place of khal. So we get duryan and then yana, ana. So we get duryanam. So duryanam haripadam bhavata. The abode of Hari is difficult to be gone to by you. So duryanam. Shasi yuthi drishim rishibhyashchano va khalarthe. Instead of khal, ana is optionally applied in the same sense as khal, mm, optionally. After all these dhatus, shasu, yutha, drishir, nindrisham, risha. So, which means we'll get sha, like for example, duryodhana, dushasana, like when we add ana, and optionally we'll have duryodha, dushasa, ityadi. विद्याद्यर्थे तव्यानीय यत् क्यप न्यत केलिमा विष्णु कृत्य संज्ञा भाव कर्मणो. Okay, now these all pratyas tavya, aniya, yat, kyap, nyat, and kelima are applied in bhavi prayoga and karmani prayoga in the senses of vidhi and so on, and are called Vishnu krityas. These are very commonly used pratyas, right? Like tavya is used in kartavya, karaniya is aniya, right?
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, all these pratyas. Actually, Kridanta pratyas are very often used, very often.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
mo-
Yeah. Yeah.
most of them. So kartavya, tavya is used.
Except this elima,
Yeah, this
kelima.
yeah this elima is not that often used, but yeah. So Vishnu Krityas. Okay, Tavya Niyau. Tavya and Aniya are applied after any dhatu. So Ed plus Tavya, so Edhi Tavyam, it is applied. So Edhi Tavyam Vaishnavena or Edhaniyam Vaishnavena, the same meaning. Flourishing should be done by the Vaishnava. Bhaktavyas Tvaya Krishna, Bhajaniyas Tvaya Krishna. Krishna should be worshipped by you, you know, and so on. So this shows how to translate the different senses of the Vishnu Krityas using the examples Bhajaniyas Tvaya Krishna. So uh, first of all is Praisha Vidhi. Bhajaniyas Tvaya Krishna. Krishna should be worshipped by you. Second could be Krishna may be worshipped by you as you desired, like the different meanings of the same thing. Praisha, Atisarga. Like Vidhi is you should. Atisarga is like it's an option, a choice, a suggestion. Bhajaniya Tvaya Krishna Prapta Kalatva. It is time that Krishna be worshipped by you. See how detailed Sanskrit language is. The same pratyaya, but it could convey either of these meanings. The same pratyaya as per the context. Or basically, Sanskrit grammar explains as per the vancha, the vivakshaya, as they say, the desire of the speaker, what he wants to convey actually. That is the main thing. Then you are fit to worship Krishna, Arha, Bhajaniyas, Tvaya Krishna. Then you are able to worship Krishna, Shakti. So Praisha, Atisarga, Prapta Kalatva, Arha, Shakti. In all these senses, the Vishnu Krityas could be translated. Same for Kartavya, Tavya, like Bhaktavya, Tvaya Krishna. Same meaning. Sarveshwarant Dhatur. Yat is applied after dhatus which end in a Sarveshwara. Okay. So chi dhatu yat is there. Dhaturantasa Govinda Pratyaya is applied, so we get Cheya, and Ap is applied, so Cheya. So Cheya. So Cheya Bhakti Tvaya Hare. Devotional service to Hari should be accumulated by you. Cheya. So Ching Chayane, right? To accumulate together. Yeah, so Cheya. Like if you have heard the word Heya, have you heard that word Heya? Heya means Tuch, Heyangsh. So this one.
No,
Heya. Yeah,
I
Heya
I
is
may
like,
have seen it once, but I don't remember it.
yeah, so Heya means something which is to be given up, which is to be, rejected.
Mm.
Heyangsh. So, for example, in a fruit, what is the heyangsh? What is that angsh, that part to be rejected? So that's the pulp, not the pulp. I'm sorry, the the seed, and then the skin, the outer skin.
Yeah.
So that's the heyangsh. Bhagavatam explains. So in the second verse, that Shukamukha, yeah, third verse, Shukamukha Amrita Drava Sanyutam. So the commentaries explain there that in general, like in the material world, the fruits which we eat, so it consists of the heyangsh. Like it has seeds, it has the skin, which needs to be removed. But Bhagavatam is completely, you know, rasa swarup. There is no heyangsh in fruit like Bhagavatam. So so this hair also is composed of ohak tyage, the dhatu ohak tyage plus this pratyaya yat, hair. And similarly, many more words are made up. Vasa rupos striyam. A krit pratyaya which doesn't have the same form and which is not ordained in the feminine gender can optionally be applied. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, okay. Va asarupa. Okay, we'll resume that tomorrow with this. Vasa. The Anvayas.
Hmm.
Canto 1. Uh, so which verse were on? Krishna was giving. Uh, Arjuna was holding that umbrella. I think text 20th. अन्योन्यमासी संजल्प उत्तम श्लोक चेतसाम कौरवेन्द्र पुरस्त्रीणाम सर्वश्रुति मनोहरः. उत्तमः श्लोक चेतसां श्रीकृष्णे न्यस्तध्यां कौरवेन्द्र पुरस्त्रीणां कुरु राजकुल लक्ष्मीणां सर्वश्रुति मनोहर सर्वासां श्रुतीनां मनोहर उपनिषद्भिरभिनन्दित अन्योन्यं संजल्प मिथ्यो भाषणम् आसीत् बभूव. Okay. Now what happened? So when Lord Krishna was leaving, right, and then the Brahmanas, they were glorifying the Lord. The Nirguna, yeah, so they were glorifying the Lord, and the blessings were being heard on the path. Then Shukdev Goswami, or rather Suta Goswami, is explaining that Uttama Shloka Chetasam, those who were absorbed or whose minds were deeply absorbed in the Lord, in Sri Krishna, Nyastadhyam, and who were the goddesses of fortune, Lakshmi, the Kulavadhus of the Kuru dynasty, right? The Bahu, like the bride. So all those ladies of the Kuru dynasty who were deeply absorbed in Krishna, they started mitho bhashanam, anyonyam sanjalpa. They started talking to each other, paraspara. And what were they talking about? They were talking about the glories of the Lord. Upanishadbhir abhinanditaha. The glories, the qualities, ityadi of the Lord, which are glorified, which are mentioned by the Upanishads, and which are sarvasam shrutinam manoharaha, which manohar means which, um, takes away the mind, attracts, heart stealing, fascinating. So the fascinating, attractive, beautiful um, anecdotes, qualities, etc. from the Shruti Shastras of all of them, Asit Babhuva happened, took place. So between all the Kuru dynasty, the ladies of the Kuru dynasty, they were talking uh, mutually about the glories of the Lord, which are not whimsical, like just their own thoughts. Maybe it might be said by someone that, oh, because Krishna was there, local guy. Okay, so they liked him, so that's why they were glorifying him. Just a local thing, nothing much more than that. But here Suta Goswami says that no, Krishna is not just some personal fantasy of the ladies there. Yeah. Mm, he is accepted by the authoritative literatures. That's the point. Sarva Shruti Manohara. Asit Babuba. Iti Artha. Savai Kilayam Purushah Puratano य एक आसीद विशेष आत्मनि अग्रे गुणेभ्यो जगदात्मनीश्वरे निमीलितात्मन्निशि सुप्त शक्तिषु. गुणेभ्यः गुणक्षोभात् अग्रे पूर्वं तथा निशि प्रलये च सुप्त शक्तिषु सुप्तासु शक्तिषु सतिषु जगदात्मनि जगताम आत्मनि जीवे ईश्वरे निमीलितात्मन निमीलितात्मनि लुप्त सप्तमी सप्तम्यांतम व्हाट इज सप्तमी सप्तम्यांतम पदम ईश्वरे लीन रूप सति यह एकः अद्वितीयः पुरातनः पुरुषः आदिपुरुषः आत्मनि निष्प्रपञ्चे निजरूपे आसीत् स वै स्मरणे किल ऐतिह्ये अयं श्रीकृष्णः ओके लुप्त सप्तम्यांतम They said here he is the original personality of Godhead, as we definitely remember him. He alone existed before the manifested creation of the modes of nature. Hmm. And in him only, because he is the Supreme Lord, all living beings merge, as if sleeping at night, their energy is suspended. So Gunebhya Agre Nishi Supta Shaktishu जगदात्मनि ईश्वरि निमिलितात्मन् यह एकः पुरातनः पुरुषः न निमिलितात्मन् निमिलितात्मन्
Mixed.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what this Lupta Saptami Antam Padam. Okay, so
So Saptami is referring to the seventh case? Or
yes,
is it?
yes,
Huh.
you're right. Because Lupta Saptami, right? Because in Nimili Tatman, it is not Nimili Tatmani in the verse, it's Nimili Tatman. So Lupta Saptami. Hmm,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you're right. So Guna Kshobha Tagre. So before, there was Kshobhana, uh, some, activity, some agitation before the modes of nature agitated, like, and after the annihilation, the pralaya. So Purvam and Pralaya. So before and after the work of the modes of nature. Hmm. Supta Shaktishu. So when the energies of the Lord were put on rest, then they Jagadatmani in the Lord, Jagat, who is the Atma of Jagat, the super soul of the universe, in Ishvara, Nimilit Atmani. So all the
Sorry, I
living
started writing in the
right,
on
all
that.
the living entities merged
Let me undo all this.
in the Lord, in such Lord. So such Lord is Ekaha Advitya. He is one of a kind, like no one is equal to or greater than him, Advitya. He's Puratana Purusha, he's the Adi Purush, the original entity, original person. And he is Sri Krishna himself. Yeah. Yes, this is the meaning. Okay. So because so earlier we heard that how the gopis, sorry, not the gopis, the ladies of the Kuru dynasty, in accordance with what is in accordance with the injunctions of the Shruti Shastras, they glorified the Lord. So now in this 21, the 21st verse, we are hearing about such glories of the Lord mentioned in the Vedas or in the Upanishads. That's why there is such a change, in the style of the
Yeah.
right 20th and the
So
21st verse.
so clearly they also heard all those Upanishads and everything, and they're remembering that.
Yes. Okay. We'll resume tomorrow then with this. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Dandavat pranam.
Hare
Hare Krishna.